Hello, I think this is working. All right, just give me a minute. Hopefully some folks pop on. And I'm just making sure the lighting looks good too. So, just one second. How is everybody's day? It's already Tuesday. Oh my gosh, when did that happen? Sorry, checking things out. If you watch this replay, just jump ahead past this part. Getting my life set up. So, let me talk to you about why I'm here before I get into all of this. So, a couple things. First of all, it's Tutorial Tuesday, and I have some tips and tricks to share with you, because, why not? And we had a bunch of new products. Oh my gosh, so many new products went live this morning. Well, last night, but I went to bed really early, so it was my this morning. And hold on here. And so I wanted to get on here and tell you all about them, and demo them for you, because I'm wearing most of them pretty often lately. So if you want to, or if you're interested and you're just I wonder what these look like, I don't know what I would use or what they're for. I just went to this conference and I got my hands on these products the moment they came out, before they were even on the website, and I've been playing with them for the last 4 days, and I just want to share with you. So let's get started. Now, I don't think I have it with me right here, but normally in the morning I would use my Stay Spray. So I would spray my face with Stay Spray, and then I would let it set, and then I would go in with my makeup. But number one, I don't need this to stay all day right now, so I'm not going to use it, and it's not right here. But something else I really wanted to share with you is we have a sale right now, and I'm going to use some of the products that are on sale. So our eyeshadows are 40% off. They were $14 and now they're $8. So I'm going to show you my fave eyeshadows as well. I'm just cleaning off my brush right now before I get started, because I haven't cleaned them since probably Saturday or Sunday. I just want to make sure there's nothing extra on them. So if you are joining me, feel free to just shout out where you're coming from, what you're up to this evening. Please ask questions. I'll try not to make this too long, but I do want to actually show you all of the products. So first things first, what I will do is go in with a darker highlight color. So I'm actually going to highlight and contour my face using Mascara Beauty products. And something, especially for Tutorial Tuesday, some tips that I want to share with you. Something that we very often, or we used to do all the time, incorrectly, or not incorrectly, but it just didn't have the effect that we all wanted, was we would go in with concealers and really light shades in an attempt to brighten our faces, but we would go all over. And the idea behind highlighting and contouring and 3D foundation is that your face is not all one color. If you look, right now I have no makeup on whatsoever. You can see some dark shadowing right here. You can see a shadow on either side of my nose. And that's because my face is three-dimensional. I don't have a two-dimensional face. None of us do. And so you are putting one color all over your face, but that's just washing your features out. And so the concept of 3D foundation is you have beautiful features to your face already. We just want to highlight and contour them. So I'm actually going to go in with a darker color. I'm going to use a darker highlight to help conceal, because that'll balance out the darkness in my face. You can see I have crazy under eye situations. I don't really actually have any breakouts right now. I just have some red spots. And I also, when I took off my makeup, I couldn't stop picking at my face. It's a huge, really bad habit. Don't pick your face. Don't be like me. So just don't do it. I don't recommend it. But so I'm going to go in, and I'm actually going to I'm using the Detail Hack. This is my go-to, guys. Go-to. If you said to me, I'm looking at all your brushes and I don't know which one to start with, it doesn't even matter if it's mascara. A highlight and contour brush is where to start. absolutely 100%. I love this one because it's double-sided, and I really like how small this highlight end is, so I can really get in and get to the spaces that I want to cover up really easily. And then I love how flat and sharp this edge is so that I can really contour with detail. So I'm gonna go in with Mango, and this is my palette. This is my personal palette, and this is Mango, and you can see that's a very like orange color for me, but it's supposed to go in and balance out this redness underneath, or darkness actually. I have purple under eyes. If you deal with under eye bags, there are two different kinds of under eye bags that are set into your face, and then the discoloration actually comes from underneath the skin. And then there is the puffy eye, most commonly associated with some form of allergies, that pokes out of your face and they are swollen, and then that's just a shadow. It's not actually like the skin under your skin's not showing any color from underneath your eyes. But what I deal with is the coloring, and my color is purple. I have purple under eyes. Some people have blue, green. It just kind of depends on your skin tone and what your natural tones are. And so you want to make sure you're going in with the right color to balance that out. And now you can still see my under eyes just a little bit, because I'm going in with such little product, like such little product. I just really want to balance out the color, but I don't want this to be cakey or sticky or creasing underneath my eyes at all. And I did this morning before I went to work, and I actually didn't have my Perfector sponge this morning, which is like a big no-no for me. But I didn't have it, and I just wore the makeup without like pushing it into my skin with a powder, and it still didn't crease all day long. So not putting on a ton of product is key. Okay, so that was my Mango, and I color corrected. Now, this is the new palette that I purchased. It's called Icefall. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. There were many new compacts, many new compacts. And if you go up to my link in the description, you can go to new releases and you can see all of the beautiful compacts. There's like a mountainous background, and there's like a new marble one. They're just all gorgeous. But I really liked Icefall, so I bought Icefall. And I got some of our new colors in here. So these are the 3 new colors that are highlight and contours that were released this weekend. This is the one I'm about to use on my under eye space on my face. It's called Linen. It is somewhere between Moonlit and White Peach. Normally I use White Peach under my eyes. This has just a little bit more of a white tone to it, but rather than a yellow tone to it. So it's just a little bit brighter, but it's not so bright like Moonlit to like make me look super pale. And then this one right here is a contour Astoria, which I'm going to use today, and I am in love with. And then this contour right here is Cola. It's dark. You can see that, right? It's crazy dark. It's a little intimidating for me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and tell you that I've tried it, because I haven't. It's super, super, super intimidating. So I haven't actually gone in and used it yet, but I will. But the other 2 colors I'm gonna use today, and I'll show you. So I'm gonna go in with the larger end of my detail hack brush, and I'm just gonna dab into this Linen. And when I apply this under my eyes, I don't want to swipe away that little bit of product I just put there to color correct my under eyes, because I want that to stay. Like, I put that there for a reason. So I'm actually going to take this you can see very little bit of product, and I'm going to dab on top of that color. And you can see I didn't have like nearly any product on this brush, and it's super, super, super pigmented. So your product will last you a ton of time. And I highly recommend that if you think you're using a small amount, cut it in half again. Like, use smaller, because it is just so pigmented, and it goes such a long way. So then you can see it just really brightened up my under eye. You really like can't see that bag that I started with too much. Maybe if I you can see when I look down, you can still see it, but for the most part, I really balanced out that like under eye color. And I'm gonna get a little more just to go on this side. And I'm gonna stipple this out again. So again, stipple motions, dab motions. Do not swipe away the product that you just got there. Okay, and so I just brightened up underneath my eyes. Now, I can't go on my entire face with Linen. It just wouldn't work. Linen is super, super light, but the skin under your eyes is supposed to be super light. It really brightens your face, and that's where you want the attention anyway. You want your You want your under eyes and the tops of your cheeks, like if you had a light on you, that's what would be shining anyway. So you want to bring that forward and you want to add that brightness and life right in those areas. But I'm actually not going to do any more linen until I get to my nose. I'm going to do it down the center of my nose to bring that forward, but I'm not going to do that just yet. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to wipe off just a little because I don't really want any excess product on. And then I'm going to go in with my actual highlight color, which is June. And for many years, I feel like I was wearing the wrong colors all the time. And we walked around with these like cute lines on our jaws. We were like, okay, here's where my makeup stops. I will never forget. I was like on the bus in high school and a guy like told me he could see my makeup and I was like so mortified. And I remember that to this day. I'm not bitter. But anyway, so color matching is like super important. And so if you are interested at all in like getting yourself color matched to what your skin tone actually is, I am so more than happy. Like just send me a picture of your cute little face and I will tell you exactly what colors that you need to be using so that you don't feel like you're too bright or too tan or too this or too that. And it'll just accentuate your like natural beauty. All right. So I am using June and I'm going to go in. This is the color I use on most of my face. So I'll pull this right out of my compact and show you. There's like almost none left. But I bought this in, I think it was March and it is August. So that tells you how long it lasts. So this is my cute little June tin. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to get this color and I'm going to go down below my cheek. So I already put that linen up here. And so now I'm going to take this color and I'm going to go below my cheek. Notice how I didn't go here because this is where I'm going to put my contour in a little bit. So I'm kind of connecting, what are these called? Marionette lines? Pretty sure that's what they're called. I didn't know that until recently. And you're just putting this color, again, I'm using such little product. I don't really need a lot of coverage right here anyway, so I just kind of go over it just to kind of tie in the whole look. But I don't really need a ton there. On my chin, I put a little more usually though, because I have blemishes on my chin. On my upper lip, I'll probably put a little bit more. And dip again, just because I have a couple blemishes there. And so pretty much I just did this around my mouth and then up the jawline on both sides, right? And you really can't see a huge difference in the color of my face. This just like melts right into my face because this is my perfect color. I'm also gonna take this and put it on my nose. My nose is a little darker than the rest of my face. So I go on with this color to help match it and balance it out. My nose isn't so dark that it doesn't match correctly when I put that on. If you're ever putting on a color and you can see that it's makeup, if you can see that it's sitting on your skin, it looks a little cakey or it's not wearing well throughout the day, it's probably the wrong color. It's just probably not meant for your tones and it's not melting into the skin like butter. So I just went up the center of my nose and I went on top of my eyes. All of us pretty much have some form of darkness, veins, something on the tops of our eyes. And so I like to go over that just, even if I'm not going to wear eyeshadow, just to kind of balance it and match it all out with the rest of my face. But if you're going to wear eyeshadow, it's a great primer because this is a cream foundation. And so it just primes really, really well. It moves with the skin. It doesn't crease and break apart throughout the day. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go feathering this out over my brows from the center of my face. And you'll notice that I didn't go up to my forehead and I really didn't even get like too much to the edge of my face. I just kind of feathered it from the center out and above my eyebrows. Okay, so I have linen on my cheeks, right under the eyes. I have June along the jawline, around the mouth, down the nose, and just on the lower half of the forehead, and then I'm done with highlight. It would normally take me a minute, maybe, probably less, to do that step, to do my highlighting. Because this is all one brush, both sides I just used for that, and I'm already completely done with my highlight colors. So now, I'm gonna use another new one. This color, I literally could, like, when they were announcing the new colors, I was like, oh, that's cute. But I was like so much more excited about other ones, but I can't even tell you how in love with this color I am. So this is the Astoria Contour that I showed you earlier. It's this middle brown one right here. And I just get this on the consistency of the contour is just a little thicker, so you want to make sure you actually get some on the brush. So I get it on that fatter end again, and you want to put this, so find right at the top of your ear, find this cheekbone, and come down. You'll feel where it starts to get squishy. That's where your natural shadow is supposed to be. Now you can see my natural shadow is there, plus it's not really blended in with the rest of my face because I didn't put any highlight there because this has coverage in it. So I'm going to take this like a push-up bra for my cheek, and I'm actually going to dab right underneath that cheekbone until the squishy part. Like this color, I can't even. When I first put it on, like the first time, it terrified me. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a stripe on my face. But it blends so stinking beautifully. So I'm dabbing the product down that line. I'm going to do it on this side as well. You can see I have less over here because I just put a majority of it over here. So I'm just going to get a little bit more on the brush. And like I said, just a push-up bra for your cheeks. Now, if you want to blend all at once at the end, you can totally do that. I kind of like to blend as I go just so I can see how it's looking. So I'm going to take this almost no product on the end of this brush, and I'm just going to use circle motions to start blending this in. And blending is so key. If you don't want to blend with the brush, you can totally blend with the Perfector sponge. Highly recommend. It's actually how I usually do my blending. My kitten is getting into something. But you can see like such a big difference, right? You really want to make sure you go in and blend. And sometimes I don't even really place the product. I'll just like blend as I go, and then it's already like magically there. And so now when I look at you straight on, you can see the shadows like underneath my cheekbones, and it looks like I have crazy like beautiful cheekbones. But it's just a shadow. I'm just accentuating my natural shadow. Super simple. So I'm going to take this Astoria again, and I'm going to start at my hairline. Biggest thing I can say about contouring your forehead is everybody's forehead is a different shape, and so you want to make sure that you're looking for, I call it the triangle of light. Like you want to make sure you're looking for enough of your forehead to be bright and light. So maybe like make a triangle from the sides of your eyebrows, and then the rest of it should be the shadow starting to go back towards your hairline. So take the contour from your hairline down so that the shadow is deepest at the hairline, and pulling it forward will just naturally blend it in. See, there's my kitten. Say hello. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with her, you guys. I know, she's so cute. She is, I think she's only 5 months old this month. She's a little baby. She's getting bigger though. Anyway, so I've got my, distracted, sorry guys. So I've got my contour up on my forehead, and you can see the difference in the tone. Like when I stand back, it is obviously a different color, but it doesn't, you don't see a line. You don't see like, oh, this is where the highlight is and this is where the contour is. It just looks like a natural shadow because it is a natural shadow. All of our foreheads are round. They round out to the back of our hairline. Then I'm going to get a little more Astoria on this, and I'm going to go underneath the jawline. I always look so silly when I do this. So I'm going to go underneath right here on the jawbone, and I'm going to take it up behind the ear, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. And I'm not really blending yet. I'm just trying to make sure that it's distributed. I feel like she's contouring behind me. Did you see her just lift her head? She's so cute. She's so cute. So, okay. So then I just have that product there, and you can kind of already tell, like it just increases that shadow. Right now I don't feel that it's very naturally blended though, so I'm going to do the same technique that I did with my forehead, and I'm just going to pull this down from where I just placed it down the neck. And so when I actually lift, I look so silly, but when I lift, you shouldn't actually be able to see, like it just looks like a natural shadow. It doesn't look dirty or anything like that. And then that would be the end of contouring my face. The only other thing that I do is I contour my nose, and just on like an everyday basis, I would contour with the edge of this brush. So I would take the edge and I would just set it. Oh, this is hard to do on a phone. right in the product, like barely any. Really don't want to get a lot on there. Wait, which side did I do it on? Guys, I'm a mess. And then you would go down the side of your nose with just that tiny amount of product. And you can see a difference. Like, you can tell that this is the side that has contour and this is the side that doesn't, but it's not an insane amount of product. And so I'm just gonna touch lightly again. I see some folks popping on. Say hello. Tell me you're here. Let me know if you have any questions. And so I have now that contour on both sides of my nose. Obviously it's not blended yet. I'm actually gonna go in and try to connect it up to my eyebrow as well. Some of us have, like, I don't know, longer or shorter distances between there and your nose, your eyebrows and your nose, but I just kind of like to put a little, because you can see now, like, there's just a little bit of a shadow there, which is natural. That's what my face naturally does. And then you can connect at the bottom. So now, like I said in the beginning, when I use the linen underneath my eyes, I'm going to take that linen now, and I'm going to go in with the smaller end of the detail hack brush and get just a little of that product, and I'm going to go down the center of my nose with that brighter linen color, fanning it up towards my forehead just a touch. And then that really brings forward my nose. I usually use the Perfector sponge to blend at this point, and I do have it damp already, so I'm going to use, this is our Perfector sponge. Get it damp, wring it out in a towel. You don't want it lifting off your makeup if it's too wet, or if it's too dry, honestly, because if it's too wet, it'll wipe your makeup off. If it's too dry, it'll absorb your makeup off. You really just want it to be like moving the makeup into your skin. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to tap. I am not swiping. I am just tapping around my nose. And now you can see, when I look at you straight on, you can see the shadow, but when I turn, you really don't see too much product. It's magical. Okay, so that's my highlighting and contouring with linen. Our brand new, just hit the website like 12 hours ago. Well, that's when I first saw it. It was like sometime last night, but I was asleep. So this is linen, and then Astoria, also brand new contour. Astoria actually is a great color for like any skin tone, but I think that anybody who like uses olive, or I've recommended you use olive, this would be like a really close number 2, if not maybe number 1 now for your contour color. And then I also used June for me, because that's my perfect color. And I did use some mango underneath my eyes, which is a little bit of an orangier color, but I wanted to color correct because I have very severe under eye bags. So if you want to know your colors, your highlighting and your contouring colors are the most important. So send me a picture of your cute face, and I will let you know exactly what will look perfect on your skin. Like exactly. After highlighting contour, though, you can have a little bit of fun, and I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this one because we just got 2 new blushes. So I'm going to put my blush on now to bring some life to my face, and these are our new blushes and illuminators. So up here are our 2 new lip and cheeks. So this one right here is Plum. That's the one I'm going to be using on my cheeks today, and I'm going to use my B² brush. Let me just clean it off really fast. Again, I haven't cleaned my brushes since like, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday, and I just don't want to put any extra bacteria on my face. So I've got my B² brush. This is probably my close number 2 brush. If you're looking at getting different brushes, this is like a really good one. And I've seen people highlight and contour with this, so you don't have to get a hack brush to highlight and contour. So I'm going to take this smaller end, and I'm only going to get a little bit because this Plum is pigmented, and you'll see it is. This is going to last me like a year. It's gonna be crazy. So I've got just a little bit on, and I'm going to, a lot of people say like pop your cheeks out and put it on the top, but you don't want to mess with this really beautiful pie piece that you made underneath your eye with the linen. So I almost think like go onto the side of your cheek. So if you just kind of smile and you just put it on like the side part of your cheek and blend it into the contour just a bit. And this brush is perfect for blending. Perfect. Then it doesn't even really look like blush. And I have to say, like, for me, Pink blushes, not a thing. I just don't love the way pink blush looks on me. I don't know what it is. Maybe I feel too much like Barbie. I don't know. But I really don't like pink. And so this like very subtle purple blush is just so my jam. Oh my gosh. And it looks so great on your lips as like a really nude everyday color, especially for fall. I mean, fall's coming. Hello. And so now you can see the difference. This just looks like a little bit more life and a little more brightness underneath both my eyes with the linen, and then this color just kind of gives it that pop, but it really, you can't even tell the difference between that and the contour. There's not like one straight line of like, oh, this is my blush, this is my contour, because they're so nicely blended. And so I'm gonna go on again, I'm on that, like the side of my cheek. So if I smile, I'm gonna make a silly face. You don't want to come into this part. Like you want your blush to start here, that's the most forward, and then just kind of hug that cheekbone on top. And then the contour is underneath. And then this color just kind of pops right cutely on top. So that's Plum. So I've got Linen under the eyes, that's my new highlight color. Astoria is the new contour on my cheekbones. And then I've got the new blush Plum on my cheeks. And I did wear Plum today on my lips, but I'm going to show you the other blush color, Scarlet, on my lips right now. Okay, so then from here, I am going to demo for you Glow. So in other makeups, the highlight product is always that color that goes right up here, and it's usually super light and shimmery, and it just kind of catches the light as you look into, you know, the sun or an extra light or something like that, but we call that illuminator. And so our Glow Illuminator, it's really intense, to be honest with you. It doesn't actually like go on as an illuminator for me. It's more like a bronzer, like a shimmery bronzer for me. So I'm gonna take my bronzing end of the B squared brush and I'm gonna get some of that glow. And it's super subtle, but it actually has a shimmer to it, because we have the Bella bronzer that has such a great warmth that it brings to your face, but this has more of a shimmer that it brings to your face. And so you'll see it'll just kind of warm up my forehead and my cheeks, but it has more of a sheen to it. You can see that shine now, because I'm just coming where like the sun would naturally hit my face. And it's not really like fake tanner, you know? It's just more like that warmth and that shimmer, like you've been sitting in the sun and you're just glistening. And I might put a little on my chin and a little on my nose. Okay. Then I'll come back and I'll do my lip, and I'll do my actual illuminator. I'm going to use a different illuminator right here on the top of my cheekbones in just a second. But let me transition and let's chat. Let's talk. I'm super, super, super pumped. I can't even tell you how excited I am. The eyeshadows are all $8 right now. All of them. And they're going fast, like crazy fast. So I'm going to show you like just a very simple everyday, the things that I really love to use all the time that are eyeshadows, so that you can go run and grab them. You can like build up as many as you want. Right now they're kind of going kind of quickly, so you probably want to go and grab some now. But let's say you buy 4 and then you get a free compact. That's $32, 4 eyeshadows, 2.5 grams each, like way more than you can get in any superstore. But enough about my spiel. So I'm going to use Trust. So this right here is Trust. And this is what I use pretty much every day to fill in my brows. It's a little darker than my brows, but I like it because it makes them a little more intense. And you'll notice that I just kind of place the color first. So I went from the bottom of my brow up to my arch, and then I went from my arch down. I made the tail a little stronger, and then now I'm going to go feather in with hair-like strokes the rest of the brow. And this is our Know Your Angles. It's got a spoolie on one end and the angled side on the other. And then my brows come to life. So again, going down, up to the arch, and then down the tail. Get a little more product down the tail. And then I'm just going to feather up through the rest of the brow. Cool. Beautiful. Brush it out. I use this every day. I used to use Oak. If you are blonde or you have fairer brows, Oak is a great color. If you want a way more intense brow, I would recommend Kohl. Kohl's a really good color. And if you're super, 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 super fair and you want to like really, really light-handed brow, you could also use Basic. Basic's a good color. So that was Trust. Here, I'll show you. This one's Trust right here. This one's Oak, if you're just a little lighter than me. Or if you're more like my, actually if you're more like my complexion. And then this is Basic if you're looking for a super, super light brow. And then now I'm gonna go in with my Eyeshadow Everything brush. So this is my Eyeshadow Everything brush. It's got a smudgy side and a fluffy side. And one of my absolute favorite colors is Bright Eyes. It's a little shimmery and it's got a lot of pigment to it. And so I'm actually gonna go in with the fluffy side and I'm gonna put this all over my lid. You can see that shimmer already. And I'm gonna go up into the arch and I'm actually gonna open my eye so I can make sure I can see the color and it's blended nicely right above my eye. Good morning, kitten. Just being a little punk back there. So again, I open my eye as I apply the color right here because I want to make sure I actually can see it. If you have hooded eyes, I have a little bit of hooded eyes, and you go in and you put all the color in the crease and then you open your eye and there's like nothing there, you're going to be really frustrated. So relax that eyelid and make sure you can see the color as you apply it. Right, and you want to make sure that that's actually shining through. So this is Bright Eyes. This is what I'm using right now. It's an eyeshadow that is on sale for $8. Oh, do you see her getting my hair? She's like, Mommy, pay attention to me. She doesn't need any makeup though. She's beautiful, just the way she is. So I'm actually just putting this right all over the lid. I like making things super simple in my day-to-day life and just putting this everywhere. All right. Hey, April. Thanks for being here. Okay, so that's Bright Eyes. And then you could totally just rock this as it is. Like you could totally just go out with this shimmery, beautiful bronzy color, put on some mascara, maybe some eyeliner, and be good to go. I do want to show you another one of my absolute favorites. And so if you're going out and you're like, I wanna get advantage of this sale and I wanna get these eyeshadows for $8 and you wanna get 4 of them so you can get a free compact to hold them all in there and hold them all together, I would recommend Bright Eyes. The next one I'm gonna show you is Kin. So this is like a very deep purpley color. And you can take this smudgy end and go right into your crease with that darker purple. This color used to scare me because it looked so dark and deep, but it's so stinking pretty. It's like, I think I wear it like all the time. So I put it on right in that crease and I am relaxing my eye just a little bit to make sure I can see it, but I'm gonna go in with the smudge or the fluffy side again and I'm going to blend it out. So just kind of up on the bone, because I have like a hooded eye, so I can kind of go on top of the bone, and then I'm going to take this fluffy end and just kind of blend that out. It just gives my eye a little more depth, and the transition happens so subtly because of this super easy blending here that like you don't even really know. You're just like, oh, it's so beautiful. Why is it so beautiful? Because you're using the right tools. And I'm just going to kind of clean up this edge right here because I don't want it to go too far out. I want it to bring my eye up. You really want to be following that line, like from the edge of your nose to the edge of your eye. You don't want to dip below that line because that's just going to drag your eye down. So, and then this would be a great finished look. I'm actually going to stop here and then I'm just going to use one more color. Let's use Sabrina. Sabrina's a really, really light color, and I'm swirling out my fluffy end of the brush just to make sure there's no more product left on it. And I'm going to get this Sabrina. It's a really light color, and I'm going to blend out the top line of that shadow right underneath the brow just to make sure that there's no like harsh lines and that it just kind of all fades into one. So I've used Bright Eyes, Kin, and now Sabrina. These are 3 of my absolute favorite colors. And then if you were trying to fill a quad to get a free compact, I would say Stay Golden is my next. Stay Golden is so stinking pretty. Oh my gosh, I wear it all the time when I'm not trying to go for like a really big look. It's like a really great neutral look that almost looks like I'm not even wearing. Oh, I almost just put my brush in it because I was talking about it. I'm so literal. But it's just like a really great color that is super, super neutral. So it's really great. I'm also taking this Sabrina and I'm going in and just brightening the inner corner of my eye. So you can see that it just adds a little bit of brightness right there. So those are some of the eyeshadows that I use on the regular. Obviously I have a lot in here, but other ones that I would recommend, I really like Finn. I really like On Wednesdays, Bubba, if you're looking for a really good matte color. And then maybe like Stardust would be another really good one. Hold on, I'm looking at another compact. I have compacts. Stardust is super pretty. It's that shimmery one right there in the middle. That's another one I use a lot. So if you want ideas for eyeshadows and you want to get them for 40% off, let's chat. Send me a message and we will get you what you want. Also, I see some people on here that are already customers of mine. If you want to earn this stuff for free, reach out. We can totally talk about you hosting your own party and you can get yourself some free product, which would be amazing. And so then from here, just to finish up, because I know I go so long, guys. I talk so much. I need to calm down. I would just take some mascara, and I would just kind of finish this look off with some mascara. This is more of an everyday look for me. I wouldn't probably wear eyeliner, and I don't even think I would put mascara on underneath. I would just do the upper lashes. And then rock it like this. And this would be my look. Now, I want to show you 2 more items that are new. So now that my eyes are done, I am going to go in with, let's get my cute new palette back out. I'm going to go in with Dream, which is this illuminator right here, and our conference was named Dream. So this is like our signature item right now. Maybe I'll do a giveaway with it. Would you guys like that? Maybe we could do a giveaway. Let me know. And I'm going to just use my finger for this one, and I'm going to put it right on top of the cheekbone to kind of grab the light, and I'm just dabbing this kind of right above where my blush went, but a little more close to my eye. And so now when I turn, you can kind of see, here, I'll do it on this side too. You can kind of see that shimmer right there. It just kind of catches the light. And it matches the Sabrina shimmer that I put underneath my brow. You could also come down the center of your nose just a bit. I really like going on the top of my lip. That was something I always saw women with like really beautifully looking plump lips, and I was like, how do they do that? Highlighting the Cupid's bow. Great little tip and trick. Right on top. So it just like catches the light. I feel like I'm pouting now. Alright, I'm done being ridiculous. And then, so that's Dream. So I have Plum on my cheeks, which is a new blush. I have Glow on as a bronzer. And I have Dream on as an illuminator, and then I'm going to take Scarlet. Guys, I'm freaking out about this color. I love bold lips, and I told you guys earlier, I really don't like pink, like pinky blushes or lip colors. It's just not my thing. So this Scarlet, are you ready? Are you ready? It's so amazing. Look how bright that looks. I don't even know if you're ready. Here we go. Okay. I love it. I'm just so obsessed. And if some of you are like, nope, could not rock a color that bold, the cool thing about our lip and cheeks is that you can combine them. So I've got some Scarlet on. I want to make sure my face isn't like being covered by the comments. Let me see if I can scoot up a little. Ooh, here we go. Yeah. So you put this on and maybe you're like, ooh, it's a little too intense for me. I would just take maybe like the Glow or the Dream, the illuminators, and go right over the top and make it look a little glossier and a little less intense. Another great color to use to, like, let's say you wanted to get the pigment of a really strong lip color, but you really don't want like so much intensity on a matte lip, you could go and grab Bare, which is another really great matte color, and go over the top, and that'll just give it more of a smoky look. I personally really like the bold. I don't know, I'm a bold lip girl. And then this would be my makeup look. So I'm super, super excited about these new colors, and if you're interested in getting them, if you're interested in hosting a party and earning them for free, let me know. If you're already a client of mine, that's totally an option. If you are new to this whole thing, send me a picture of your cute face and I will figure out what colors are best for your skin tone, and I'll get you all set up. And then run and go grab some eyeshadows. Even if you're like a little thinking about it, go get some now, because they are going super, super fast, like crazy fast. I heard a rumor that Bend and Snap is like almost out completely, that and Crush. So go grab them before they're gone, because you'll be sorry you missed them out. And when they go back up to price, we're going to be releasing all kinds of new eyeshadows, and all kinds of fun things are coming your way. All kinds of fun things. So thank you for watching. I super appreciate it. Please like and share the video so that we can get like the word out. I would super love to see more people hopping on here each and every time and make these more interactive. But for now, I will just let you go enjoy your Tuesday. Bye, guys.